You've got a soft spot for your daughter, don't you, Inspector? Ah, it just hits a little too close to home now. But either way, we have to find her as soon as possible. That's why we'll be joining the search as soon as we are done here. One more thing, there's a very good chance that his daughter has Michio Shiraishi's talisman. All the more reason for you to get back to that search. Best of luck. What the hell has she gotten herself into? Achso. Sorry. Oh, Mr. Tsutsumi. I received a message from Paranormal Affairs earlier. It wasn't from Nakagoshi, but I had someone look into something for me. So even the desk jockeys are lending a hand brings a tear to your eye. So what they say. Right, about the Onmyoi woman who was in Edo at the time of the Honjo incident. She was a person of great beauty and discerning taste, but also shamelessly did whatever she wanted. It seemed to match the person seen in the recent full memory for the food washing mansion. Ah, so she must be the one who fought with Simon over the ride. And they found that her name was Ashino. Ashino, huh? What else? That's all. That's not much help. But apparently she was quite the powerful Onmoyoi, and she died bearing a similarly powerful resentment. It's possible that she became a vengeful spirit with a connection to the Seven Mysteries. A vengeful spirit? If any descendants of Ashino or people otherwise closely aligned with her life today, there's a possibility that spirit awakened and possessed them. Yeah, you mentioned before that spirits can possess people who are closely in sync with them. So this, of course, doesn't mean the spirit houses her complete personality. Her resentment and her spirit power, those are the parts of her that would have the strongest influence. Since Simon's descendants are still around in the present, it wouldn't be surprising if Ashino's were too. They might just be desk jockeys, but they wouldn't give us this info if it was only speculation. They must have found some amount of evidence looking into abnormal phenomena or things like that. Oh, the Feast of Shadows. There it is, our abnormal phenomenon. Ew, what do you mean? The person who initiated the curse this time, who we've been calling the mastermind, they might be possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Onmyoi named Ashino, the enemy of Simon. Do we have any idea who they could be or where to find them? Like, if you looked at them, Mio, would you be able to tell right away? Uh, it's like how I didn't realize that Michio had fused with your consciousness, Yakko. Common spirits will leak spirit energy left and right, so I can notice them just by looking carefully. But when spirits of a higher caliber fuse with someone's consciousness, detecting them isn't so simple. Oh, I'm sorry, my skills still need a lot of work, and I don't have anything else to offer. Mio, that's not true at all. You're fine. We'll make this work somehow or other. Thanks. Basically, I believe the mastermind behind everything is a woman possessed by the vengeful spirit on me or Shino. I see. Is this mastermind also the one who killed Achime trying to get the record of Fate's Jin scroll? Yes, I think that's very likely. So that's how it is, huh? Then I want you to sketch them no matter what. Ach so. Talken wir da mal ein bisschen. Oh, Mayu, did you meet with Hitomi? Yeah, I met her at the spot, I was told. She was acting though, but I think the incident with Hachime was her really shaken up. I briefly explained our situation and had her give Hachime's talisman to me. Here, this is what you are looking for, right? Yang talisman acquired, okay. Yes, I believe that's it. Thank you so much. Mr. Tsutsumi about this. Right, you should hold onto it. Mio, not like we could use it as it is. Try to figure out what we'll need to do once we get both halves together. Understood. I'll see what I can do. Do you know where the other talisman is? Yes, probably. This is Hachime's last job. Finish it for him, okay? We will! I guess this is the end of his family line too, huh? All the people who inherited a talisman before him are already all gone. Oh. Oh, I heard you had a curse stone too. Yeah, I should give it to you then, right? Those things really are pain in the ass. I gladly hand it over to you before it starts giving me any crazy ideas. So this is the beckoning light, huh? Alright, it's safe and sound with me. Sorry, you won't be able to bring him back. Don't worry about it. He and I were always prepared for the worst anyway. What's wrong? Damn. The trigger for the beckoning lights curse is some serious shit. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I said it'd give me weird ideas. See what I mean now? How's it work? I leave you a note you can read later. We have more important things to worry about now. Right. Mr. Tsutsumi, does that make it 5 curse stones that you've gathered now? Should be. I want to get the other 4 under wraps soon as we can. Let's see. I have no idea about the Whispering Canal. Someone had made off with the one-sided reed which Nichima had. Yeah, damn shame. After that, you said earlier that the Taiko of Tsugaru might be with your daughter, Inspector. Well, let's set that one aside for now. So we can assume that Curseberry are still rolling around out there with those ones. What a headache. Hopefully we can find them soon. Now, is that everything we needed to chat about? If you don't need anything else, we'll be going back to the search. There's actually is one thing. What's that? Just completely hypothetically, hypothetically, what if the inspector's daughter was the mastermind? I mean, she's a woman. It seems like she was after the talismans. Sorry, don't really understand what you mean. Boss, come on, you've gotta look at the facts. But that would mean Inspector Tsutsumi would also have to be one of Ashino's descendants. Oh, right, you're just normal person, right, Inspector? Unless that's why you're the resident to the paranormal. Don't believe I've ever heard anything about being related to someone, Miyoi. Oh, but... well, if you put it like that, her being the mastermind, it's possible. Really? I say possible, but I mean unlikely, is what I want to think. Damn it, I don't even want to imagine it. Boss, if we're going to consider it, we have to do it properly. No dragging your heels about it. No, it's not that. There's something I never told her, never wanted to tell her. The truth is, she's not my real daughter. What? 20 years ago. Well, it's a long story, but we took her in when she was just a baby. Do you know anything about her birth parents? You could say I do, I guess, but really, I don't know anything. What that's supposed to mean? I don't get it. Ario, you heard what I said, didn't you? Just now? About 20 years ago? No, boss, that can't be. Nijimas? That's right. When we arrested Fumichika Nejima, there was a baby at his house on the brink of death. That was my daughter Ayame Tsutsumi. She goes by Ayame Tono now. What? Someone had to take care of her. A baby holds no blame for the circumstances she came from. But boss, according to Nejima, that baby is his former lover reincarnated using black magic. What? Personally, I think that story is bullshit. According to Nejima. My godness. It's hard to believe from Nejima's behavior, but could it really be true? I've got a few doubts. We have to question whether Shishino woman ever really existed in the first place. There are no records of her and no body was found. Her name never came up once during the investigation. Even if this woman really existed, I'm skeptical that someone could be reincarnated as a baby through black magic. I agree, no matter how you look at it, a spell with that effect is hard to believe. Even the supernatural has rules that must be followed. Seems more likely he's deluded himself, not wanting to recognize that a spell he risked his life on failed to work. That's my thinking too. The more natural conclusion is that the baby is his and Shino's, and that she died in childbirth. As long as we don't know Shino's origins, we have to consider the possibility that she could be a descendant of a Shino. If nothing else, their names are pretty similar. Okay, assuming all of that is true for a moment, Ayame getting taken away by Nejima and then killing him, that would mean that she killed her own father. Calm down, this is all still conjecture. But now that Nejima is dead, we have to means the investigate. Regardless of everything, there's only one thing that matters. She's my daughter. As her parent, I'm responsible for her. Nothing can change that. I understand. Alright, we should get back to the search. We'll find her and clear up all of this. Yes, sir. The talisman you young ladies are looking for has something to do with this as well. I'd appreciate it if you could help us find it. So, if anything happens, please call the police. We will. I'm worried about Hitomi, so I'm going to head to where she is. I'll be waiting to hear some good news from you all. Okay. Geht's jetzt noch weiter? Conclusion. Oh nein. Warte mal. Conclusion war doch. Nein. Nein. Das heißt. Warte mal. Conclusion, bringt sie jetzt ihren Vater um? Warte, was fehlt mir alles noch? Mir fehlt Tetsuo's Ending. Das war bei Conclusion, glaube ich, ne? Oh Gott, oh Gott. Es gibt noch ein 6. Ende. Das gibt's auch noch. Alter Schwede, übertreibt doch nicht. Called Manhunt. If you replay the ending, blah blah blah. Conclude the choice you make in the conversation with Ayami in the order you make them can change the dialogue a little, but the outcome will always remain the same no matter what you choose. Okay, dann machen wir hier wohl das 5. Ende gleich von Tetsuo. Summary of the events, bla bla bla. Ja, wir gucken jetzt mal. Schauen wir mal, wie es weitergeht. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, 6 p.m. Und ich müsste eigentlich mal auf die Seite. Sumida River. Oh, it's nice. It's nice here. Hey. How long has it been since we saw each other? 3 years? How have you been? I think the last time was when you came to see me after deciding to go to university. That wasn't because I wanted to see you. I just needed money to pay my tuition. Uh, Not one to mind's words, huh? You came alone, right? Yeah, it's just me. You make it sound like I'm handing over ransom money for hostages. I just don't want to get caught, okay? Never thought I'd see the day that you called the police. There's something I needed to see you about. Well, alright then. We've got a lot to talk about. So let's go through things one by one. The sun is starting to dip down into the horizon. This long, long day is about to end. We don't have to worry about Nijima 3 anymore, but I sure didn't expect this to happen. Wir suchen mal nach Birdies. Birdies, 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 Birdies. We want Birdies. Birdie, Birdie, Birdie. Birdie, 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 Birdie. Hier sind keine Birdies. Ah, want Birdies. Warum sind hier keine Birdies? Das ist nervig. Warum sind keine Birdies da? Mann und Mann. Birdies. Mir fehlen bestimmt noch Birdies. Wo sind die Birdies? Das muss ich nämlich auch noch machen. Alle Birdies sammeln. Birdies. Ja, egal, dann sprechen wir halt. So. Okay, wir fangen einfach oben an. You have a curse stone, don't you? I do. You wouldn't happen to feel like handing it over, would ya? The police will handle any damage the curse caused. Now, before you do any more wrong with it, I'm not giving it up. Of course not. Me being a curse bearer, are you after my life? That's exactly what I'm here for. I didn't come to chat. We can talk all you want, but as soon as the condition for my curse is met, I'll use it, no hesitation. Da steht nichts, was ich... Solution chapter, the choices you make in the conversation with in order, you make them change the dialogue a little, but the outcome will remain the no matter what you choose. Okay. About your curse stone? Or do you have more than one? How many curse stones do you have? 3. Not that it matters. 3, huh? I'm not handing them over. Why are you willing to go so far for the rite of resurrection? What do you want with it? Even if I told you, you wouldn't understand. You'd just call it stupid and dismiss the idea completely. Come on, I wouldn't do that. Maybe together we can think up a way for you to get what you want without resurrection. I want to bring Katsushika Hokusai back to life. Hokusai? What? Hokusai, the ukiyo-e artist? That Hokusai? You want to bring him back to life? That'd be quite the feat, huh? That's you. I heard you like this art, but why would you do something so stupid? See? Gah. The only time I ever felt there was a place I belonged was when I was immersed in the dreamlike world of ukiyo-e. So I'm sure you never noticed. Really, I had no idea. It saved me. Hokusai is the reason I'm still alive today. I didn't know you felt so hopeless. You would only realize it now, but it's too late. Feeling sorry won't do either of us any good. From the moment I heard about the rite of resurrection, I knew that was my destiny. If this is all I ever accomplish, I'll die happy. You're really serious about this? Then I put this bluntly. Did you kill Nijima? And if I did, would you hide me from the police?